We're live.
Undead, a vampire story.
Howdy, folks. Welcome back to our third and, unless something goes incredibly off the rails tonight, last episode of this run-through through Final Show Films of Eat the Reich. Thank you for sticking with us, or for those of you jumping in right now, there's some Nazis. They're in Paris. That's bad. There's some vampires. Guess what? That's good. What a twist. They're gonna eat some and go on our rampage. It's gonna be fun times. Anyway, this is Final Show Films. I am your host and game master tonight, Craig. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for sticking with us. A special shout out to our $25 and up support members, Drevi and Alexander, Elle and Samantha Bates. We really appreciate everybody's support, financial, your time, your interest, your munitions that you're sending to Fang headquarters. All that stuff is just A+ and great. Tonight, we're going to get into it. I'm going to have these lovely people introduce themselves, and then the fantastic vampires of all different stripes that they are playing. But first, a little reminder: Black Lives Matter. Trans rights are human rights. Science is real. Vaccines, not brainworms. And if you are out there right now and you are furloughed, or you are looking down into any of this shit that's going down, I'm sorry. Hang in there. I can assure you, all of us we were voting on the other side of it and trying to move past this shit. So hang in there.
If you're in Portland, keep your kale ready.
Yeah, there you go. Make sure. And as you're getting your riot gear ready, be sure to put a bird on it.
Yep. Like I said, though, we have the queen of all queens and the last the current reigning drag super monster. They're not ready for what we have.
Well, Jeremy, just know that our hearts are with you out there in war-torn Portland.
You. Yes, and, war-ravaged Portland, motherfuckers.
You know what? That seems as good of a segue as any. Jeremy, why don't you introduce yourself and who you're playing tonight?
Yeah, hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Irina. She is a sniper. She paid for a lot of this Fang stuff, and yeah, she's going to kill lots of Nazis.
Absolutely love it. Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara. I'm playing Cosgrave, who is a hackney necromancer. He's here to profess his undying love to certain peoples and kill some Nazis.
That undying love and that undying person may or may not be played by Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing Nicole. Nicole has many loves of blowing things up, of fire, of a nice, fine red wine. But one of those loves does not include Cosgrave. I am very sorry.
It's tough to blame Cosgrave, though. What a bombshell. Am I right? Drevian, why don't you take us next?
I'm Drevian. I'm playing the half-man, half-bat monstrosity, Flint.
Yay! William and Shawnee, how about you next?
I am William, or Shawnee. I am decidedly an extremely human person, and I am playing Astrid, the ex-fighter pilot, now spirit-possessed vampire. Yes.
Excellent. Sen, unfortunately, can't be with us this evening due to the demands and irritating nature of various bureaucracies, but have no fear. Sen will be back with us again soon. So without any further preamble, let's jump back in. When we stopped last time, our Fang commandos were pushing in towards the sector 1 of Nazi-occupied Paris, and they were taking a brief sojourn into the Museum of European History, because as they strode across the war-torn streets of Paris, not Portland this time, They heard strange chanting and the telltale sickly yellow-green glow of necromancy coming out of the Museum of European History.
Forgot about that.
I will pop us onto that map, and again, as well, map.
Museum
I will
of
pop us onto
European
that page.
Warfare, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yes. Did I say something else?
You said history rather than warfare.
Yeah, my bad. Yes, the textbooks are coming to life. The Museum of European Warfare. Yes, and you can see this is less updated, less fancy looking than the German Technology Pavilion in which y'all fought and eventually ate the Stahlsoldat. But now, as you approach the Museum of European Warfare, you can see this older building. Ghastly glows, shapes shifting up above, and coming out of it, you can hear a voice chanting, Tribuna Macoides Tracorum Satis D. A chant that you, Cosgrave, recognize from back in the old country, by which I mean London. So, Cosgrave, why don't you kick us off as a brief reminder on mechanics here? Yeah, you have, pretty simple, straightforward, just a 3-point tracker here. Enter and loot the museum. So it's challenge 1 because it's a little tough. You have to punch your way through. And you see a group of sort of oddly spooked museum guards standing outside. These look like brown uniformed gendarmes, the traitorous French police force that have decided to swap coats and serve the Germans.
All right. I don't want to just barge into this place because there's some folks back home that don't need to find me here. So I would like to sneak up behind one of the museum guards and just like knife across throat, like very
fantastic,
very simple.
All right.
I would like to use one of my enormous knife.
Yeah,
not a euphemism. And do that. Would that be a sneak roll?
I think that makes a lot of sense. Yep, okay. Absolutely.
Sneak. I'm trying to remember how to do this again.
Yep, Ooh. That's all good.
I also get to add dice because of the knife, right?
Correct. So,
equipment.
Looking at Cosgrave with the knife, and because you're doing this in a sneaky way, it's never saw you coming. So an extra 2. So you can just roll 2 extra dice.
All right. You do. I think it's this button. Yes. 2. Hey.
Hell yeah.
3 successes, 2 fails.
All right. I'm gonna roll 2.
Yeah.
2 fails. They did not see you coming at all. So you have 2 crits. And a regular success, so for a grand total of 5 that you can spread around however you want.
Okay.
If I remember right,
go ahead.
It's not relevant now, but if I remember right, Cosgrave's enhancement, because you rolled 2 1s, it would counter.
Oh.
Like
yes.
Oh, that's actually right. Yeah, you're upgrading. So I think
your successful attack dice by 1 for each one you rolled.
Yeah.
So actually,
I don't have any anyway, but that is good to remember for the future. Thank you, Drev.
Yeah.
So for right now, you can, if you wish, as a reminder, you can use 6s or crits to activate specials. If anything is marked special, you can also spend blood, or they just count as 2 successes towards any other thing. As a reminder of what you can do, you can gather blood using successes to get blood points by feeding. You can chip away at threats, in this case, the museum guards, or you can chip away at the objectives. In this case, because it has a challenge 1, any successes that you spend on it are first reduced by 1.
Okay. Let's use my special then, because I have back pocket hex. As I do this, I'm going to run my fingers through the blood and make like a symbol in the air. It's gonna affect the guards somehow.
Nice.
Does that use up one of the 6s?
Yes, it consumes the 6 to trigger the effect.
Got it. Okay. And then I'm gonna use I think I'm just gonna get a lot of blood here. I would like to have blood for whatever we're running into. I don't like this. So
Okay.
I'll take 3 blood.
Great. All right, excellent. Yeah. So yeah, you have reduced their attack by 1, so they have a measly 1 attack now. What does this look like as they are affected by your back pocket hex?
I think it's going to. They're all gonna turn. Let me see. I think. All of the blood vessels in their eyes pop, and they can't see very well.
Fantastic.
Like,
yeah,
as like red eyes, and Cosgrave like fades back into the background, looking the knife.
Fantastic. Yeah, so they are just all at this point screaming, crying bloody tears, and they open fire ineffectively, generally shooting out from the outside, just spraying out, pinging off the buildings around you.
That's one of my favorite Castlevania songs.
From inside, slightly muffled, you can hear a voice go, Cosgrave, is that you? Still sloppy?
Shit.
The rest of you can hear that as well. So we will go to Flint next.
I should point out, doesn't the guard go back up to attack 2 because it flubbed its roll?
You are correct. You know, that was their max. I'm going to say that normally I'm going to say they dropped down and then you spent it on that because I don't want that to lose that effect. So okay. They are, for right now, they are still, that would have happened as soon as they rolled, just because otherwise it seems shitty to make you waste a special. So I'm still going to drop them to 1, but I appreciate you pointing that out, Johnny.
Oh, are they only allowed to be at 2 max?
Yeah, they can't at least start over that. They can slowly try to build up, but they can gain speed eventually, but when they reinforce, they can't go back over their initial 1. So they can slowly raise up, but I'm going to say for right now, they end this turn at 1.
So, Flint. Flint's not going to enter the museum right away, but he is going to open the door with a car.
Fantastic. Are you picking one up and throwing it? Are you driving one through?
I'm going to fly by.
Oh my god, amazing. So I'm going
to grab a car and fly and just launch it.
Incredible. Okay, fantastic. Go ahead and boy, you know, there are a lot of things that could be. What do you think is most appropriate there?
Probably terrify.
Yeah, I think that works. I think one of them that wouldn't work would necessarily be sneak, but I think terrify works pretty well.
Like, I'm not really fighting, so brawl doesn't work, and I don't want to use shoot for this.
Yeah, I would potentially argue that brawl works, but terrify seems more sort of honest, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. So, steel gouging claws to pick up the car, like crunch into the metal. Sudden surprise attack would be an ambush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, they can't see, so that definitely counts, I think.
Spend blood for wings so I can fly. Aerial combat, just basically being a bomber plane. Would you count a car as aerodynamic?
That I don't necessarily think so, at least in the method that you are using it.
I mean, it's going straight forward.
You know what? You're aerodynamic, so sure.
Okay. Amplifies projectile, spend another blood, chuck something large and heavy with surprising distance, so...
Hell yeah.
So... Steel gouging claws 1, ambush 2, aerodynamic 3, wings 4.
Excellent.
Test modify. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good. Well, now hold on though, because I haven't
That's-
rolled my single dice yet. So
That's 9 successes, folks at home.
And a failure on the
and a
other
failure
side.
on my part. So
Beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. So you've got, I would say, some successes to play with here.
Let me spin the blood real quick.
Yeah.
You know what? As I'm grabbing the vehicle, there's a German inside of it as well, or one of the French traders.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, that sticks to my claw as it comes out. So I spend a 6 on blood.
Great.
So you're here, chomp. So that's my special to gain 3
Flint's
blood.
like, ooh, a creamy inside.
Amazing.
These are this car is jam filled.
I will use 6 successes to take out the enter and loot the museum.
Oh yeah. I mean,
What's
and
that?
that only takes 4, so you've got 2 left over.
Oh, okay. So 4.
Technically,
So
you've
3.
got 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 3. You have 3 successes left.
3 into the guards
Hell
as
yeah.
a car goes plowing through them.
Great. Yeah. So just sort of, like bowling pins as it comes and smashes in after. These storied carved wooden doors are no match for this marvel of German engineering that has been bat launched through them. And they smash through, and you can see as it comes in, landing in a pile of wreckage within the museum foyer beyond. You can see that eerie glow illuminating beyond. 1 or 2 of the guards are blinded, broken, and sort of trying to pull themselves away. But as you all look into the lobby, you can see some of the suits of armor arrayed as sort of an entry display, an ancient European battle happening, sort of turn slowly,
Ooh.
move their spears outward, and start to march forward towards the open doors.
Ancient history.
As as I am going to share our other tracker here, which is escape the undead exhibits.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear that same voice from inside going, "Well, dearies, I suppose it's time for my little experiments to come out and play. What was it the officers were calling them? Oh, yes. The Einherjar. March!" And you see just a flit of someone up high moving past, looks like, for all intents and purposes, an old lady on a broom zips past in the interior, moving past. Cosgrave, you know that voice. You know that broom. This is your old nemesis from back home. London's #1 necromancer, at least formerly, Angela Seasbury.
Oh, no.
Excellent.
I'm not even mad at that one.
So I'm going to add Angela and the Einherjar, which I assume Shawnee will tell me if I'm pronouncing incorrectly.
Einherjar. Yeah. close enough.
Einherjar, yeah. To your open objectives here. And you will note a couple things. You will note that the Einherjar have a variable challenge rating, depending from turn to turn, and they are also marked as bloodless because they are animate museum exhibits. You cannot feed on them.
Okay.
And I will also share Angela Seasbury. who is marked as also a variable challenge, only attack 1. The issue is that she is protected by the Einherjar, and you can only attack her if they are in the process of reinforcing. So you have met a new Craig-designed Ubermensch, so totally untested. I hope I haven't broken the game terribly. Irenia, you are up.
Okay. Sorry, I just put something in my mouth.
Absolutely. If you want me to jump to Nicole, we can come back to you.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I can solo quickly.
All right.
I did that on purpose.
I was gonna say, to be fair, Jeremy, credit where it's due. You got me on that one.
Just Craig's pause was
revenge is sweet.
There you go. There you go. Enjoy it.
So
I've just been enjoying the accidental Nazi puns that have been going on in the past few minutes. I don't think anyone caught they did not see that coming.
No. Didn't notice that. So I think Irina, seeing this whole thing, takes out one of her blood cigarettes, puts it in her mouth, lights it up, looks over at Cosgrave. Friend of yours?
No.
Ex?
Yes.
All right. And I'm going to try and shoot some armor people.
Absolutely.
I don't think I can justify in any way, shape, or form being elevated in this situation, sadly. I am going to let's see. What are my specials? I'm assuming that these armor pieces do not count as an Ubermensch.
Angela does.
Right. Okay.
Well, with regard to what? Because I want you to get
mark blood on your next roll. Gain special, inflict 4 damage to an Ubermensch.
You know what? Yeah, let's say, because they're effectively part of her manifestation.
Okay.
So let's say that would apply to them. Yeah.
So I will spend a blood on that then.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot.
All right.
And so that just does 4 damage. I don't roll 4 extra dice, correct?
I believe that is correct. Yeah.
That's the way it says. It just says special inflict 4 damage.
Hell yeah. Then just do it up.
Cool. And I shoot. I'll take that.
Okay. All right. So to be clear, looking at it, it is gain special, inflict 4 damage. So you have to buy it as a special. So you have to spend your 6 on it. If that makes sense.
No, that does make sense. And I mean, I have a 6, so that works.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay. And then I have a total of 5.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt, I think.
You do have the option to flashback.
Yeah, you absolutely can if you want to.
That's true. Yeah, you know what? But I do have that 6 in there. Decisions. You know what? Yeah, I will flashback.
Okay. All right. So, for your flashback, roll me 2d6, please.
Yep. 1, 2. A 2 and a 5.
All right. So we are flashing back to the time that Fang was rescuing POWs in the middle of a thunderstorm. And with a 5, your flashback question is: you won't let one of the other members of Fang see you fail like this what do you respect most about them?
That's a good question. You won't let. I'm gonna say. I'm going to go with, since it fits in with the fact that I just had a brief conversation, it's going to be Cosgrave.
Fair. All right. So
and it is Cosgrave. What do I respect? It is the ability to be resourceful and think with wits. So, like, we were in the process, we were doing a rescue of POWs, and I think it was an undercover thing. And we ended up getting confronted by too large of a force of reinforcements that we didn't expect. And so Crossgraves ended up managing to improvise and talk and convince them that we were just soldiers transporting people.
Fantastic. I dig that. And we established, I think it was last time, we established that Erenio was the one to recruit Cosgrave.
Correct.
In a jail.
Correct.
Fantastic. All right, cool. I like that. Cosgrave, what did you you want to put a little spin on the on your con job on that past mission?
I think it was a covered like van thing, and it was like we're listen, you don't want to get too close. They've got some sort of foul plague, and then I conjure just sort of some horrible sounds coming from within that they do not want to take a look.
Fantastic. Love it. Okay, great. And then we flash back. Why don't you roll again with a pool of 5, please?
All right. So I can boop, test, modify, add 2. That's much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is significantly better.
I'm still using one of those crits to do 4 to the armor.
Excellent. Okay. And their challenge, by the way, is set for each roll. For each one that I get, they get 1 point of challenge. I had no ones this time, so they have no challenge. So that is just 4 straight off the top.
Cool. I think if they don't have challenge, then I'm not taking damage.
Challenge is how many successes it takes before you get to
challenge is successes. The other is threat.
Challenge is like armor for either a threat or an objective. So yeah, so their challenge, basically their armor is modified each round by how many ones I get. I will also point out now that the mechanics of this are the museum guards do not reinforce. So that's why they essentially, just that one small crew are here just mainly to have made sure that the Einherjar didn't get out too early.
Cool. They couldn't find enough rich traders to reinforce?
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Oh, by the way, with my I will have to spend another. What is their threat?
The Einherjar's threat started at 7. They're down to 3 now. Their attack is a 3. So the combined with them and the museum guards and Angela Seasbury, the combined dice pool that I'm rolling now is 5 because it's.
And there are 4 successes on the table right now for hitting you.
Yeah,
because I used a ranged weapon. I have another. I can use Deadeye Shot. I can reduce a threat's attack rating by 1.
Okay, fantastic. Do you want to drop the Einherjars down?
Yes.
Okay.
And then for my last two,
Do you care about getting downed, or do you just want to do some damage and then let someone pick you up in a second?
I mean, I feel like that's probably a good option.
Because if you use that last 6 for protecting yourself, you won't be downed, or you can just accept getting downed and do a job. It's up to you.
No, I'll protect myself on it.
Okay, all right.
I think because I'm already doing 4 damage to the things anyways.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and you've made them do less damage for next round. So
yep.
So
I think with the cigarettes hanging out of my mouth, I casually take aim, look up somewhere towards the ceiling, and I shoot something that is hanging off of the ceiling in this warfare museum that falls down
or something.
on something big and heavy.
I was gonna say like
falls
the
down on the Einherjar.
World War I airplane hanging over.
Right.
Yeah.
May I make this suggestion? Because I think it ties in with something somebody else was excited about. There is, like, inexplicably and very hazardously displayed, there's an old Dardanelles gun, just like one of those giant round cannons.
Yes.
Hanging in here in place of the, whale skeleton that you would see in an aquarium lobby. And you shoot that down, and that is what smashes down onto priceless and irreplaceable suits of armor that, to be fair, we're now working for a Cockney witch who's apparently been employed by the Nazis.
Yeah,
so,
I don't feel so bad about this one. This is warfare history. This is not priceless art pieces. I don't give a shit about this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And so the cannon now comes smashing down, and is just sort of this immense bronze verdigreed structure. And you can see a thing like, a gauntlet pops itself off of the armor from underneath and starts crawling out. And from within, you can hear more suits of armor or empty ancient uniforms starting to move forward. There are, French red uniforms and so forth moving forward. Go ahead.
You should go deal with your ex.
It's just a sigh. Cosgrave.
And at you from inside, there's another as the green shrouded form riding the broom sweeps past, and you can hear, "I see your new friends are just as sloppy as you, Cosgrave." Nicole.
Okay, a couple of questions.
Sure.
Did that take care of all the suits of armor, or are there still some?
No, there are. Their threat rating is currently 3, so there are 3 points left, and they. Okay. I mean, this museum is jam packed full of stuff. So these are able to reinforce. The museum guards are not, but the Einherjar will reinforce. It's just that you're not going to be able to do any damage to Angela until they have until you've wiped out sufficient amounts of the Einherjar each time.
Okay.
And I apologize. Her threat should be 5, not 10.
Oh, God.
I was gonna say that did look a little scary.
Yeah, that is totally my bad.
Okay, my next question. Is that cannon operational?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, that sounds like a fix roll if you want to get it and get it loaded. I mean, it would be crazy if it was loaded and hanging from the ceiling, right?
Okay, she's gonna go over and check and see if it is loaded or if there's anything in there.
Okay, all right. Well, why don't you put together a pool of dice, because you're at this point you're gonna have to fight your way over to it as more of the animate suits of armor. There is currently a 13th century Ottoman contingent moving forward.
Ollie's gonna steal my thing.
Yeah, she will use her submachine gun to make her way over there. So I'm thinking shoot, probably.
Yeah. So you can start clearing a way to it and check. Yeah, go ahead and put that together. Pardon me. Please don't at me. 14th century Ottoman Empire uniforms marching out to you.
Thank you.
Dear God.
How? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's been a
by
few
you,
weeks.
I mean Mara.
How do I dice? It's been a few weeks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So you can go into on your character sheet, and you can click the thing. I think it's also remind me, folks, because mine
Okay,
works
yeah.
slightly differently. I think you right click, right?
Yeah, on the left hand side, you can see stats,
Oh,
and it
I
has
clicked
shoot.
shoot.
Yeah,
Okay,
that'll work.
Well, they
Nice.
Hell yeah. Okay. Are you
How
using
many-
anything that would give you extra stuff?
What now?
Are you using any of your equipment that might give you extra dice? Like,
I'm-
say, your machine gun.
Yeah, I'm using some machine gun.
Uh,
I
I'm not
would
sure how many
suggest
dice
in
I
this
picked.
situation, if you're going inside, that counts as close quarters. Your cut down Enfield rifle might be better because that gives you a bonus die for close
Okay.
quarters. Just a suggestion
Yeah.
if you want to use it that way, because that would give you 2 extra.
That's 2 extra. Okay. Okay. How do
so
I?
yeah,
The
mark
tooth at the
a
bottom of the
use.
middle?
Yeah. Mark a use off of your Lee Enfield, and then click the tooth and add 2 dice to roll.
Oh, I got it now. Okay. Sorry. There we go.
Hot damn! All right.
Wow.
Well,
That's 7 successes
This
total.
is like the
Nice.
best I've been rolling usually.
absolutely. Yeah, fantastic. Versus 3 coming from the the few remaining bloodied museum guards. The reinforced, not reinforced yet, but the remaining Einherjar and Angela shouting encouragement from within. So that is enough to down you unless you reduce it at least once. But I think you might have enough left over to take care of that.
How can I reduce it?
You just spend any of your stuff on reducing mine. It would take a total of 3 successes to make it so you don't take any damage, or if you spend 1 success to reduce the incoming damage as the I think some of the Einherjar, some of the armor set up, and they start some of them are starting to throw javelins, others are taking longbow shots just from within.
Irina did still need to take 1 damage from. They reduced it below getting knocked down, but they did have 1 damage they needed to take.
Oh, I thought you had enough to knock it out completely.
No, they were able to reduce
okay.
it from 4 to 2.
Okay. So let's hop back to that after Nicole's turn, if we can.
No worries.
So Nicole, you have enough successes to totally negate all incoming damage, or
That's what I'm thinking of doing. Yes.
okay, all right.
You
So
said 3 successes to totally.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you still have 4 to play with, including
Right.
2 of those count as a crit. So you could activate a special, or you could just have 4 successes to apply to things.
Mm,
I did roll a 1, so their challenge is currently 1. That is still enough to completely negate the Einherjar for right now.
Yeah, if you want to just kill the Einherjar.
yeah, that would be great. I'm gonna do that.
All right, fantastic. So tell me, as you march into this cannon, tell me what this looks like.
Honestly, she only has eyes for the cannon right now.
Okay.
So she will pull out the gun, not even looking where she is aiming, and just start taking people out. She is locked in on this cannon right now as
Okay.
she's jumping over obstacles and under as she's shooting.
Fantastic. All right. So hats are flying off in invisible or non-existent heads as you go in. More significantly, the stuffing is being blasted out of some of these tin soldiers as they come towards you, and you just lock in and you get there. You've cleared a path into the cannon. You've cleared a path through the Einherjar. They are that will drop them currently to 0, meaning that they are not currently contributing, and also meaning that as you hear from up ahead, and that flickering green light fades off of Angela Seasbury as she swoops in, and you can hear desperate Tribuna McCoy needs to cross hit motherfucker, come on, murder she wrought, come on you bitches, get up and get him. But so good. She's in the background zipping around. But she is currently unprotected. So let's hop back, Arenya, very quickly.
Yep.
Or take your time, luxuriate in it. I'm not your boss, but please roll up a damage for me.
Yep.
Your suit's been torn. How dare?
Was that previously marked, or
no? It was not.
Okay,
no,
great.
I did take damage at one point, but I used blood to heal it.
Okay, in what absolutely infuriating way is your otherwise exquisite outfit tragically ruined by this
I feel like
spear throw or whatever?
When the cannon went down and went smoosh on the armor, just a chunk of it, like a chunk of a greave or something like that, just like was propelled out and like shredded along the side.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is a spot on this side of my suit that is just torn open, and now I'm angry.
Fantastic.
It is a good thing we are in Paris. I would be able to replace this.
Absolutely. Okay. And you sort of get there. You Nicole have punched a route through to the cannon. You look into this Dardanelles gun that has fallen, and you look in, and improbably, absolutely foolishly, if they hadn't either been traitors or probably dealt with rather unkindly by the invading Nazis, you feel like you'd probably have some strong words for the previous docents of this museum, because this motherfucker is loaded.
Excellent.
Astrid, would you care to round out our turn?
Well, since Nicole's going to steal my thing,
well,
there's a cannon.
Yes, that was the thing that I was excited about last session.
You can do it. You have a clear path to the cannon. You and Nicole can fire it together if you want to. You can get in there and do it. It's clear. You're good.
I think it'd be really funny. You go in and fire it with her, and you make it as romantic sounding as possible, just in spite of Cosgrave.
Cosgrave is just in the background, like, oh.
It's like Ghost firing a cannon instead of pottery.
Honestly, you might not notice is the issue. It's not.
So I have to ask, is Angela still moving, or did she have to stop in order to start reanimating more Harrier?
She is. I think she has. Because I know why you're asking. I think she has had to land. And she is
as an immobile target right now.
Yeah, I think she does at this point. She is in the back, sort of in the process of trying to. In fact, I think you can see sort of down the hall from where you are, you can see Angela has landed, and beyond her, there is a taxidermied horse, this beautiful brown horse, with Napoleon's suit on it, mannequin holding it up. You can see an array of Napoleonic troops standing there in that room, and you can see her standing and desperately invoking her incantation to raise up Napoleon's horse, and a room full of Napoleonic troops.
So yeah, I think Astrid kind of surges forward. The sort of like shadows that are constantly moving around her, kind of swirling, launching her as she sort of moves like a bat out of hell, just sort of passing over everything, and sort of lands next to the cannon as the shadows form around her, sort of coiling around the cannon, sort of amassing it into the darkness that sort of swarms around her as it starts to lift and turn the cannon. There's this massive black claw grabbing the cannon by the barrel, turning it and hoisting it in the direction of Angela Seasbury.
Fantastic. Go ahead and put me together a dice pool.
Can I argue for Terrify, or is this just going to be shoot?
I think you know what? Tell me how you make it terrifying. Because at this point, her focus is on raising Napoleon. But I think if you can get her focus on you, sure.
Yeah, I think there's underneath her where she is like focusing on her ritual. There's just a tendril of shadow that sort of like extends into her field of view and then sort of rises up, and this single eye just sort of opens up and stares her in the face to draw her attention towards where Astrid and this massive claw of shadow are holding an entire ass fucking cannon.
Okay.
As Astrid just, sorry, madam, I'm afraid you're going to have to die. Because these bitches love cannons. And she just slams the hammer down on the cannon.
All right, fantastic. Go ahead and roll me a ridiculous dice pool.
All right, Terrify plus 4?
Yeah, 4 from the cannon, for sure. Anything else you want to use on that?
Could I, using my Spirit Storm... this isn't quite hurling something, but I am lifting it telekinetically.
I mean, I think you can add some ghost gunpowder to the mix effectively. You wouldn't get the additional 2 from it, but
I get at least the 1.
Yeah. So an additional 5 to your Terrify. So a dice pool of 9.
I'll spend the blood.
What does the explosion look like when it is phantasmally reinforced?
I think it's this massive, like, cannons, like, release, like, a loud but instantaneous burst normally. I think in this particular case, it's this sort of, like, spewing, burning red and black, like, spray, almost like a gout of flame being breathed out as if from the mouth of a dragon as the cannon fires with spirit ammunition added into the explosive charge.
Fantastic. All right, let's roll
all I
that
can
dice.
think of is
Jesus Christ.
Soul Eater, when Death the Kid uses his gun,
Yeah.
and it's just the big skull cloud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, so that's a crit and 2 successes and one success back.
That is the worst roll that I've ever had, but at least it is enough.
Yeah.
What's her challenge rating at all? If it's variable?
It's variable, meaning she's impossible to target when the Einherjar are up,
Okay.
but they're not right now. So she has none right now.
All right.
So you can just take it out completely with your special gives you 3, and then you've got an extra 2.
Yeah, I'm just going to take her out entirely. I'll take that 1 hit.
So I think she turns back, and I think the actual the damage to you will come to in a second. But she turns back as the cannon launches, and she just kind of turns, looking down at the eye of shadow that you've summoned, and turning back and looking, and she just goes, "Tale as old as time," and then is absolutely obliterated in a splatter by the incoming cannonball. Those of you who are standing nearby, which I think is most of you, Flint, you're still outside, right?
Yeah.
And Arenya, you're still outside, right?
Mhm.
Or have you come in? Okay. So the 2 of you are far enough away that it is not just absolutely deafening as this Dardanel's gun goes off inside this building. And then you just you feel something at your... well, actually, why don't you roll your damage and let's see what it is.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what my injury is. Limping.
That's
I got
perfect.
caught in the leg.
That's exactly what I want. So you look down, and that gauntlet has come over and has just latched onto you. The one that's just fell off, and it has just latched onto your ankle.
Gnawing. Like,
And that's I mean, and it's
she's got the equivalent of those fucking like the tire locks that someone's car gets when they're parked illegally.
Yep.
Just grabbed onto her ankle.
Yeah. So at this point, the remaining museum guards have hauled themselves away. Angela Seasbury is splattered across the room, and you can see the energy that she was summoning is mostly dissipating now.
Oh.
Except you can see the Napoleonic. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to do something if there's any left.
Please, go for it.
If it's my turn, I think.
I mean, this is you've taken out the Ubermensch here, so let's just run around and just absolutely.
Because I do have a stolen soul jar, and I would like to steal Angela Searsbury's ritual, I'd either like to if I can, I would like to open the jar and basically send the spirits that are in there out into all of the suits of armor that she was trying to raise up and make a small take over her army basically.
Hell yeah. Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
So let's does that sound like a fair trade-off if you use your soul jar,
Mm-hmm.
And in exchange you get a basically a Napoleonic spirit army?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So shall we keep that effectively the same, where you can use that narratively, but when you actually blow it up, that's 5 points to something. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, and I think the other thing that happened, I think as the cannonball went through, if you're cool with this, I think that as the cannonball went through Angela, it also blew Napoleon off the horse. But as you animate all of this, the horse itself, that taxidermied horse, essentially trots over to you, and there is a little brass tag put into it that just says, it says Nicole, the famed horse of Napoleon, which is supposedly where the Pumpernickel was named in an apocryphal story, and unfortunately also the name of one of your companions. But if you would like, in addition to swapping out your soul jar for an army, which I think is great,
yes,
you also can take, if you wish, Napoleon's undead horse, which is a 2-point item, which also gives you a +1 on tramples.
Beautiful.
In addition, we've used the cannon in here, and then other points of loot in here are a painstakingly maintained masterwork great bow, a 3-point item which gives +2 to silent killer, that you can see one of the previously animate Einherjar was holding in it as it fell over. And then an additional asset that none of you have to take up. There's a door that bangs open from one of the back exhibits, and you all can turn and see this black, dark, sort of stinking form, humanoid in shape, sort of shambling out of the back. And it opens its mouth, and then there's just this peaty bog stench that rolls out as this animate bog mummy stops, looks around. And there's just this echoing Old English. Who amongst you speaks Old English?
If it's nobody else, then it's definitely Astrid, but if someone else does, then Astrid doesn't need to.
I think
Cosgrave is English. I don't know if like some of the
'Cause,
texts
like,
he studies
old-
were like.
Old English has a lot of Norse and Germanic roots to it,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
if anyone does, it's Astrid.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. And you could just hear essentially this old bog mummy saying, "Oh dang, is it over already? I wanted to kick some Germanic ass." So, you also get a turncoat warrior mummy, which is 2 points, and instead of bandage restraints, because I'd like to avoid the implications of where it came from, we'll say it's a peat bog mummy, and it has a swampy restraints. So, who wants to grab the great bow, if anyone?
I mean,
I'm assuming that we'll count me having already fired the cannon as my loot for this particular area.
what does the great bow do again?
It's a 3-point item, 3-box item, and it has +2 for silent killer. So if you're doing sniping,
Yeah, I will. If nobody else wants it, I will take it.
Go for it.
all right.
Once I figure out how to do that.
You can go to equipment,
Edit
and
and then
add item. Yeah.
Your bog buddy doesn't take up an item slot for anybody. He's just going to follow you all around until y'all have him do stuff. Are we up? We're at 9:23. Are we up for one more scene before we take our break?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to pop you all out as you all come out of the. The other thing is because you have slain another Ubermensch.
Oh yes.
If anyone is going and sampling
I'll try the remains.
the marmalade that Angela Seabury has become.
I think just as we walk in, we're all just bathed in the mist that was once Angela.
Yeah, that's fair. It has a taste. Forward on the tongue is milky tea, and then when it sort of matures into bone dust, with an afterthought of nettles on the back end. And you all can take another advance.
Yeah.
I acquire my Nightmare Regeneration Advance, which gives me special, clear marked injury.
Fantastic.
Death first. I make Nazis explode.
Which I do have a question, Greg.
Yes.
Do I get the advance from the last Ubermensch?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely go ahead and take 2.
Okay. Because I'm sure Flint would have ate some of the robots.
Yeah, and I don't like to penalize people just because you can't make it. So yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna take pitch black.
Excellent.
I can scream real good.
Yeah, you can. And I moved y'all back onto the map of Paris. From
I am
here.
sorely tempted to point us towards the Nazi pleasure gardens.
I'm taking, for the record, I mean last one, but I now have my shall we say Azula form, basically.
Ah, yes.
The mantle of the fell beast.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you want to tell our listeners / viewers what that does?
I become a big scary monster. My brawl and terrify become 4. All other stats become 1. I can't use items, and it lasts until the objective is completed.
And I will tell you why I like it that you're unlocking that now is I feel like Arenya's just like, well, this outfit is already ruined.
100%.
All I can think of, like, because it's you, Jeremy, and you do wrestling content, there's 2 big monsters just bullying the fuck out of some German like it's a wrestling ring.
Yep, absolutely. We are the skyscrapers tag teaming against poor 1, 2, 3 kid.
Incredible. Okay, so where are we headed next? You can do you can head straight for the Nazi pleasure gardens and then the tower and up to the Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Fucking yes. Nazi pleasure gardens, obviously.
Excellent. So
they're having pleasure and we need to ruin that.
Absolutely. So as you all approach, these had previously been fairly calm, staid display gardens at the foot of the Eiffel Tower, places for people, places where in later years folks would take insufferable selfies in front of the Eiffel Tower. But at the time, it had been places where many Parisians would go have picnics, things like that. Since the German occupations, as you all come up, through the air raid sirens, through the sounds of alerts elsewhere, some of the highest members of Paris's remaining traitorous citizenry rub shoulders with off-duty officers, and the improbable sounds of oompa oompa music reach you as you grow closer, that the German Corps has turned this place into an extensive outdoor beer garden. There is some, if it were not for the source, there is some truly impressive landscaping that has been done here to give the sense of, at least presumably for the officers who are here, a little taste of back home. There is a, I think we would say it's sort of an Epcot-iness to the location here, but those here seem either steadfastly dedicated to ignoring the sounds from elsewhere in the city, or so certain of the superiority of their fellow troops that they show no interest or concern in what is happening outside. I'm sure you all are about to apprise them of the errors of their ways. Your objective here, which hopefully everyone can see now, is to blitzkrieg the garden party. There is a squad of carousing officers within. The problems presenting themselves is that one of the reasons that they may have very little concern is that as you all are approaching, you can see two sniper teams. One seems to be up within the lower reaches of the tower, and one on a balcony in a nearby building. And between the two of them, they have the area pretty well on overwatch. So, Cosgrave, since we last stopped with Astrid, you are kicking us off here. How would you like to introduce your presence to the party? Unless somebody else would unless you'd rather pass it off to someone else.
Oh no, because I'm astride the zombie horse.
Yay! Okay.
as you ride Napoleon's zombie horse.
Exactly.
Through the pleasure garden.
I have a very important question for Cosgrave. Have you taken Napoleon's hat?
Of course.
Okay. Fantastic.
Of course, absolutely.
All right.
I do really briefly want to call out how much I appreciate the art of this page, making the Nazis that we're about to kill look metal as fuck, but in just the correctly wrong way to make it look like they're trying way too hard.
Yes, exactly so.
Yeah. I think I'm going to turn and look back at our bog mummy friend and say, hit it. He's going to pull out, for some reason I have found in the looting of the museum, just sort of like a war horn, some sort of bugle situation. He's gonna lift it up. He's gonna make a trumpet sound. I'm gonna say, charge! I'm gonna lead my army in.
So there is just sort of an eerily silent charge of these spirit troops. The bog mummy does go, which translated means "play that funky music, white boy." WIGHT. Following your bugle charge, and let's put together a pool here. You can use both the bog mummy and your And are you spending all of your troops here, or are you using them narratively?
I think I'll spend my troops because I don't think they're going to be super useful up in the Eiffel Tower. Which I think is the next thing. So let's do it.
All right, great. So that's 5 from that.
Okay.
You can get an extra 2 if you're also using the one of the uses of the Bog Buddy.
Let's leave the Bog Buddy for now.
Okay,
I don't want to spend all of it.
Sure.
I think I will. So 5. I'm gonna make the argument that this is probably just Terrify or Brawl. Honestly,
I mean, I will say this is probably my at least second least favorite way to have a time at a beer garden interrupted.
Yeah,
so I think that's fair.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I have loot. I have a picture frame that I picked up last time. So as I come in, I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna pull on the reins, and the horse is gonna rear up, and I'm just gonna hold the picture frame up in front of me, just sort of frame like Napoleon's portrait. I'm recreating Napoleon's portrait.
God damn it, that's amazing. All right, fuck.
I hate that I love it so much.
Take an extra 2 fucking dice for that, because that's amazing.
So you've got trample with the horse because you are running them down as you do this.
Yeah.
And an extra 3 off of the portrait, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And 5 off the Napoleonic army.
So how many is that?
So 5 for the army.
5.
2 for the horse, so 7 extra, and then 3 for the portrait, so 10 extra dice on top of this Terrify.
Jesus Christ. Which I will say, 2 sniper teams plus the officers,
there's a lot you can do with this.
Well, also it also does mean I'm rolling 8 dice here.
Okay.
So,
right.
Cool.
Yeah. 10 versus 8. This is a good matchup.
14 versus 8 to be fair, because that's 10 on top of the Terrify. So
14.
fucking hell.
All right, let me.
Here's where you roll all 1s and 2s.
Listen, that's what I'm gonna.
Then you flashback, and then you have 16 dice.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
12, technically 12, because Cosgrave's Terrify is only 2.
Oh no, because what's going to happen is you're going to roll all 1s and 2s, but you're going to get 3 successes, so you cannot go to a flashback. That's how this works.
Yeah.
That's how it works for you, Jeremy.
Sorry, remembering math. Is it 12 or 14?
It's your Terrify increased by 10.
Okay.
So it'll be 12 total.
Mara, that was on me. I misremembered Cosgrave's Terrify.
That's good. All right, I'm ready.
So
8 successes.
Boy howdy.
Versus 5. You got more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I also have 1s in there, which can't help things.
I was about to say your 2 1s kill 2 of their successes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dead man's luck. Okay. So that's only 3 for you.
Yep.
I think I'll keep that. I won't do a flashback yet.
You can't, because you can only do that if you have 2 or less successes.
That's right. Yes, that's true. I forgot about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's cancel out because they're down to 3. If I bring it down to 1, then I just take 1 damage, right?
Yes. If
you bring it down to 2 or 1.
2 or 1? Okay.
You can just spend a single one of your successes to bring it down to only taking 1 damage.
I will also point out, you could just fucking steamroll this objective right now. You would be downed, but you could steamroll the objective.
I could. It does sound pretty fun.
I mean, you're using your big stuff here. I
do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's be dramatic.
Phenomenal.
As Cosgrave is fucking rampages through.
All right. So Cosgrave's last charge. Hell yes. Go ahead and narrate this. You know what? Why don't you roll your injury and then we can incorporate that into it?
Yeah. All right.
Don't forget, if Cosgrave's going down, does that mean last stand?
No, because it's not dead. Essentially,
okay.
if you are downed, the only time you go to last stand is if
Ooh.
all your injuries are full.
Okay.
That's not good. My
Yeah,
grimoire is damaged.
we just have to pick Cosgrave up while also fighting off the rest of these Nazis.
Yeah.
So essentially, what this means is that your wards are compromised. The things that have been keeping you safe are compromised. So you will, as a result of that, at the end of the thrilling narration that you're about to lay on us, Cosgrave will need to be injured, and then we will add a 3-point objective, which will be the last part of the scene, which is save Cosgrave.
Okay. This is brilliant.
So, by all means, please tell us how your Napoleonic army takes out the garden party and opens up a path to the elevators to the tower.
Yeah. So as we're going up, riding up to this, Cosgrave's going around. He's distributing key bits of equipment, and then as we are up there, I don't remember the geography of Paris super well. Is the Arc de Triomphe nearby, or is that's not nearby?
Yeah, no. It's relatively nearby, and the other thing is that this is like essentially this is action movie Paris.
That's fair.
So everything is as nearby as you need it to be to do a cool thing.
Is that kind of like Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, where it was literally like a 15-minute run to get from like Deep Jordan to the pyramids?
Yeah.
That
exactly that kind of stuff.
Fucking was losing my mind.
So in the background, the camera is going to be on sort of the beer garden, everything's, fine and dandy. And then we hear just sort of a horn blowing, and then sort of yelling.
The ground starts to shake under the march of an army.
Yeah, and in the absolute silence of this ghost army that Cosgrave is leading in, you just sort of hear the whistling of oh goodness, what tune would it be?
God save the Queen. You're British.
Yeah. Or actually, it'd be like it'd be like some sort of like army drinking song that's like, kind of thing.
Do your ears hang low?
Yeah, there we go. And as he starts going through, just like lopping the Cosgrave isn't doing anything. I don't want to do work. That's effort. These people are not worth it. The army is going to be mowing down things, and Cosgrave is going to strike a pose like on top of like a little bit of a podium that's up there for something. There's a crash of cymbals and sort of a sad trumpet sound as a band is displaced, and the horse rears up. Cosgrave holds up the frame lit beautifully by some sort of light, and he's just going to sort of wink at
Nicole.
Nicole.
I'm assuming the character, not the horse.
Yes. Both. Sort of one after the other. And the horse keeps blinking a little bit because it's, it's a little dysfunctional.
Yeah. Just literally glassy-eyed because it's taxidermy.
Mm-hmm. That's my turn.
Well, but then how do you get injured?
I think it's like one of those snipers.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Sort of he's basking in the glory of this dramatic moment and shot. And he tumbles off of the horse.
Excellent. Maybe what are your wards? How are your wards represented? Do you have maybe a necklace that they
like that?
Okay. So you get maybe pegged through one of the tattoos.
Yes. Yeah, and there's a flash of like green light.
And then you just get Yeah. Oh, and they get blasted off. Fantastic. Okay, so
if it's a critical ward, it's probably like center of the chest, like right next to the heart.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's like a bullet round goes straight through the mid, like right to your sternum.
excellent. Okay, but then so as the army surges forward, just as they are taking out the last of the officers here, and cutting them and cutting open this path, the rest of you see this explosive discharge of arcane energy.
Ooh, and the army like freezes at that point because they're no longer like under his command.
Yeah, they go back to static. Except for the horse, right? Mm-hmm. The horse is still
the horse is still active.
Turns around and looks at Cosgrave as Cosgrave falls off. All right, and Cosgrave is down. We have a remaining 3-point objective for save Cosgrave. Flint, you are up. Or I'll tell you this. This is probably a 1-round thing. It is hazardous because there's still a lot of enemy threat. Narratively, you all can discuss amongst yourselves. Flint, if you want to go, you certainly can go, but you can also, if you feel like narratively it's more interesting if somebody else grabs Cosgrave, we can just do a little shuffle in turn order.
Well, first, I disconnected, so the camera's fucked up.
Okay.
Oops.
And my internet's still buffering, so if I disappear again.
Okay. Sorry about that. Did you? Cosgrave is down. I don't know which parts you missed.
I got that. I missed the narrative part of it.
The Napoleonic army raging through a beer garden.
Yeah.
And Cosgrave's ward tattoos were punctured by a sniper shot, which has rendered Cosgrave momentarily vulnerable and mortal. So Cosgrave is down. So you can, if you want, we still have untouched enemy factions. You can try to take out one of those. You can try to save Cosgrave, whatever you would like to do. You all basically have the remaining turn cycle to get in there and save Cosgrave.
I'm going to take to the skies as I do.
Excellent.
I'm going to take Irania and the Bog Mummy, and I'm going to go drop them in a sniper's nest. With the snipers.
I appreciate that.
The Bog Mummy, which those of you who can understand means I'm flying, bat. Just arms out.
You smell.
I don't have a nose anymore. All right, so build me a dice pool. Heck yeah.
So probably terrify.
I would say dropping a mummy and a vampire onto a sniper's nest is pretty terrifying.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
I'm also going to shriek.
Excellent. Your new advance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
Spend 2 blood. Reduce the threat's difficulty by 1.
Excellent. Or challenge by 1, which is good because these guys have challenge 2. So fantastic.
Can I do that twice?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If you've got 4 blood to spend, you can do it twice.
I did not need to roll that. No, that was you rolling.
Good thing too.
Good. That's you rolling. Okay.
4 blood.
Yeah.
So reduce the sniper's team's challenge by 2.
Great.
I drop in a bog mummy and a vampire.
Yep.
And
with a horrifying scream.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So can I use the bog mummy?
Yeah, 100%.
And that's 2 dice?
Yeah, that would be 2 because you're using, I would assume, his restraints.
Yeah.
Am I worth any dice?
You are to me, Jeremy.
Fair enough. I will take that.
Jeremy, I always say you're a pip.
I mean, you...
And we're back.
To be fair, I'm basically just dropping a body on them, and I've gotten dice for dropping bodies before.
You know what? Sure, I'll give you an extra one. That's fair. And
especially when you realize how I'm going to be dropping in, because I do have a saber and I do have a charge ability with that bonus
oh my
with
God.
that saber.
Hell yeah! Okay, cool. I love this.
All right. So, Terrify plus 3 dice.
Oh, just outside of flashback and not
Ah.
particularly great, but it's enough.
No, but I
So-
also have Cosgrave's similar ability. My wands cancel one of theirs.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
I have bone armor.
Excellent.
Oh, no.
So still a point of damage to you, but because you ruled out, that is enough to take out the sniper team.
Yeah, I'll just take some damage and take out the sniper team.
Because they are only challenge 3, so that is
Actually, no, I won't take
are-
out the sniper team. I'll leave the sniper team for Aranya.
okay.
And
Great.
I'll use one of my successes to counter theirs. And two dice into the objective to save Cosgrave. As I screech, I'm screeching overhead. I drop off the bog body and Aranya in the sniper's nest. And then on my way back, as I circle around, I snatch up Cosgrave.
Excellent.
And as I'm
Okay.
flying.
Fantastic. Okay. So that's you're putting 2 successes towards saving Cosgrave, right?
Yep.
Great. And then the other one cancels out the remaining success that I had because your bone armor got the other one.
Yep.
Fantastic. Awesome. What does the bone armor look like on Flint? Like, does this just sort of manifest itself? Because this is the first time we've seen it.
It's mostly subdermal,
Okay. All right.
but as the shots come in, you see them plink off and you see like flecks of white through Flint's fur.
As the
Hell yeah.
as the skin peels back, you can just see the bone armor directly underneath the skin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, God, that's terrifying. Amazing. Okay, great. So you have Cosgrave. Cosgrave is scooped up and on the verge of safety. Arenya, I almost hesitate to ask. You are plummeting downward after being dropped off by the weirdest goddamn artillery vehicle ever.
Yeah.
This is some Warhammer shit right here.
I would. So as I'm coming down, just let out the most unearthly howl ever. As I'm coming down with my saber at them, and I would like to make an argument for this to be Terrify.
Yeah, no need to argue that.
Okay,
yeah, for sure.
Great. So it's a Terrify. I'm using my magic cavalry saber.
All
Which-
now all I can think of is you're holding a small weasel. your magical
not
cavalry
a sable. I'm holding a severely unqualified to be women's champion attitude era wrestler.
Amazing. Okay.
So that gives me a dice.
That gives you 2 for the saber.
gives me
You were
2
definitely charging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 plus my Terrify, which is, I believe, 3. So that is 5 dice.
If you could also have taken a shot before you dropped, this certainly would be an elevated position for your hunting rifle.
So I would be able to add another 2 then.
Yes.
Okay. I will fucking take that then, yes.
All right.
So that is 5 successes.
All right.
Jeremy's still rolling like Jeremy, unfortunately.
I mean, yes, look at those fucking 3s.
Versus only 4 of theirs.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've only got 3 health.
Yeah, the sniper teams only have 3 and they don't reinforce. So
I mean, if you're okay taking 1 more injury, you could just kill that sniper team by dropping 2 of their hits so you don't get downed and then just killing them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that sounds like a plan. So it just drops right in the center of them. Probably get shot once or twice. As I'm quickly beheading each one of them.
Oh, amazing. All right. Yep. And they are just this. Is this the one, do you think, up on the Eiffel Tower, or is this the one on the nearby balcony?
I think this is the balcony one.
Fantastic.
I
Okay,
don't think we're going for, because there's going to be other problems with the Eiffel Tower, and I'm
No.
smart enough not to just be dropped in the middle of that mess.
Okay. Well, can't fault me for trying.
Yeah.
So this balcony is just a bloody mess at this point.
And I roll on the injury. Oh, now I got shot in the gut.
Okay. So that means
I need to find
You need some blood so you can heal that.
Yeah.
Which you can do anytime.
Yeah, you can share blood. And you can spend it anytime. You can just harvest it as an action.
And that means for right now for one.
It's three per injury.
Okay. 3 per injury, yeah. Can't use plus dice, meaning that you can't, for instance, you can no longer benefit.
Right, I can't use my charge
bonuses.
or my elevated position or the like.
Exactly.
So,
you still use items, you just don't get the bonuses on them.
Can I use my last bloody cigarette now to gain 2 blood and then spend it to heal that?
Do you already have 1 blood?
I already have 1 blood, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah. Behead them all. Pause. I know that there's a teammate down there who's in mortal danger, but it's fine. Everybody else has it. So I pause, take the time to light the cigarette, take a deep drag, let it out as the puncture wound deep in my gut sews itself back up.
Now, this is your last cigarette
this is
from
absolutely my last cigarette.
Okay, so because it is also marked as an alt color, I think what that would mean, because the last cigarette, Jeremy, as I'm sure you know, is always the sweetest. I think that means that you get you would get an extra on that. So I think that would actually count as 2. So you get 4 blood back on that.
Okay.
So you would actually still have 2 left
4,
over.
so I still have 2 left over. Perfect. Yeah. And yeah, that is my turn.
You take a drag off your cigarette, you turn around to decapitate the last dude, and you just find that there's a bog mummy strangling him.
Which is, hey, can I bum a smoke?
I do not understand your words, but I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Also, that was the last one anyway.
Yeah.
Again, unless you will let me, like this last one who's maybe not kind of dead, wrap a rope around his neck and throw him over the side.
No, I don't think so. I like the enthusiasm on that, but yeah, no, I don't think so on that one. So, all right. So, then on to Nicole.
Will you rescue Cosgrave?
Well, I think Cosgrave's already been rescued.
No, there's 1 point left of the objective.
Yeah.
The objective has 1 point left. Is Nicole going to be the one to rescue Cosgrave?
Is Flint going to drop you Princess Bride Buttercup style into Nicole's arms?
Okay. Nicole will look at what's happening.
Feed that delusion.
Sigh heavily. And start heading in the direction that Flint is flying.
I mean, Flint's flying back towards you guys.
To intercept.
Yep.
Okay.
And when you get close enough, arms out.
Drop Cosgrave into Nicole's arms. I don't know.
She will make eye contact and I can't talk. Eye contact with Flint. And say, I have him. Drop.
Flint flies overhead and deposits Cosgrave.
Dropping Cosgraves.
What do you call that roll?
Yeah.
Fix.
Good.
Is the aim? Can I make an argument in favor for Nicole's stats? Is the aim required to be standing in the right spot to catch qualified under shoot?
No. I would count it as brawl if it's a catch, or maybe search. I would even potentially, if your goal here is to show that like it doesn't matter how much you all get shot, you just keep coming back as you help fix it. I think that could even potentially be a terrify.
I mean,
also sneak in
terrifies a lot better than fix for Nicole.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to make it a sneak. Yeah, but terrify works too. Those are the same. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do terrify.
Okay. Any of the other stuff that you're using here, are you going to?
I'm using my arms.
I know, but I mean, are you like throwing down a smoke bomb so that people can't see you helping?
Absolutely.
Things like
that. Yeah. Use a smoke grenade to cover your advance. Yeah.
Yeah, to cover your romantic advance.
Yeah,
so,
I'll do. Oh my gosh, I'll do a smoke bomb.
All right, fantastic. So is that your last one, or do you still have more?
No, I think
you haven't used any smoke grenades. This aside from the cinematic one. No, you used one before, so this is your second smoke grenade.
Okay, yeah. All right, so an extra 2 from that, so that's 5. If there's anything else that you're using, you can do that for sure. Okay. But otherwise, roll it up.
There we go.
Christ!
Oh my god!
I believe it's time for a flashback.
Yes,
flashback.
Oh my god!
I think it might be actually.
Please flashback.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and roll me 2d6. Unless, given the very specific circumstances, you have something you want to suggest for this, because this is you with a dying Cosgrave in your arms. But otherwise, we can roll, at least get a situation.
I don't know. Let's go for a situation. There.
All right. So this is on that same mission. Rescuing the POWs from a thunderstorm. This is the same one where Cosgrave convinced the enemy that the troop transport was full of something big and scary. Where I guess the first big mission that Irenia took Cosgrave on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then your flashback question is insert character. I would humbly suggest Cosgrave taught you a few tricks. What was the most important lesson?
What could be someone? I could have taught you nothing.
No, it would probably be Cosgrave. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm trying to get inside your head. The terrifying place.
Yeah, it's scary in there.
You know, saying it's scary in there when you're probably a good chunk of what's in there seems kind of self-deprecating.
I don't know if I was talking about Cosgrave's head or Mara's, but either or.
I think in both cases it's unsettling in there probably works too.
He's a cad, he's a coward, he's a
little Cockney incel action right there.
Oh god.
Got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. He's charming.
Yeah.
Maybe the fact that sometimes a little bit of charm can be useful.
I was thinking more of like if you're gonna fail, do it with a smile.
Hell there yeah, I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. So if you'd like to detail how you learned that on the mission more, that would be great. If no pressure, if you don't feel like digging more on that, if you'd rather just jump back and re-roll your dice pool, we can do that too.
I just like to re-roll.
I have a suggestion.
No, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was further down the road after he tries the same trick again, thinking, of course this will work. This will totally work. And this time they're like, no, we need to actually see. And as he sort of like smiles and nods and goes to the back to like open the back, just sort of smiling. You open the back. They're like, no, that's not okay. And a fight breaks out, and we succeed. But that sort of smile, and he got injured that time too. And I think maybe Nicole was like, "Why are you still smiling? That didn't work." It's like, well, it did. It didn't, but they didn't see me sweat, which is better. Can't sweat. I'm undead. Don't have sweat. Just don't sweat anymore. Haven't sweated since 1929, when I was an indeterminate age, much younger. Barely.
This is the most awkward shit ever, and I love it.
It's so good.
I love that, like, he continues to ramble and Nicole just rolls her eyes.
That's
and
when he
walks
fell.
away,
That's when
and
he fell for
still,
Nicole.
Yeah, he's still going.
So now you can roll that again for 7 dice this time instead of 5.
Okay.
Cosgrave made the classic mistake of not knowing when to stop talking.
Yeah.
I feel like he probably does that a lot.
That's
There
better.
you go.
There
Much
we
better.
go.
Thank you. Okay.
Well, yeah, you can completely negate their offensive and still have 2 successes left. One for saving Cosgrave and one for doing whatever else.
Yeah. And that will end this scene and propel us onwards. So, how you want to walk us through that?
On the whole saving Cosgrave.
Yeah, how do you save Cosgrave and wrap up this scene in the Nazi pleasure gardens?
I want to say, because there was the whole flashback thing there. She puts her arms out. She starts to stumble, turns that into like a front flip, and is able to raise her arms just in time to catch a Cosgrave, which kind of takes both of them down to the ground. So she is in a kneeling position. She keeps a smile on her face the entire time.
Amazing. And the smoke bombs going off around you?
Yes.
Nazi bullets just flying through the smoke, completely missing both of you.
Excellent. All right. So Cosgrave, you come back to yourself in Nicole's arms.
Now, if I recall, you still have that injury, so you won't be able to use blood on abilities until you can heal it.
Yeah.
More to the point, in Nicole's arms, in the pleasure garden. I just need to point out.
He's never going to hear the end of this one.
Nope.
She'll just say, you all right?
Never better.
Fantastic.
And then she will drop him.
Yeah.
But she's healing. So
Ow.
It's not far. She's
right.
already kneeling.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine.
It's just the Bane drop post breaking Batman's back over his knee. It's just the thump.
Yes. All right.
Yes. Excellent. And so I think with that, the path to the tower is open as the remaining snipers scatter to fall back to another position, and you have cleared the gardens. The elevators and exterior of the tower are open to you. We'll go ahead and take our break here, and we'll jump back in to an ascent up the tower and onward to the Zeppelin. That's a reminder to all of you, when we take our break, please take yours, get up, move around, grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever you need. We will see you back here in just a few minutes.
We're back.
Hey folks, welcome back. Welcome to the Eiffel Tower, the last leg of our assault on Nazi-occupied Paris. As we resume after the break, the commandos of Fang find themselves among the wreckage of the Nazi pleasure gardens, looking up at the structure of the Eiffel Tower. Once an enduring symbol of Paris, now retrofitted with the most modern German technical and arcane technology. This is the source of the jamming that has made it more difficult for the Fang and allied ships to fly in close to the center of Paris. This has made it. This is what required you all to drop on the outskirts. Also, there's a Zeppelin tied to the top of it, with a hastily constructed Zeppelin dock up at the top. And as you all look up at it, the bloated full moon passing beyond, you can see the Third Reich flags hanging off of it, and then piercing and drifting down towards you, you hear from up above.
Party balloon, just for us.
Astrid, why don't you start our assault on the Eiffel Tower? You can see not only there, you can climb up the outside, you can take the elevators. You can see armored infantry troops waiting for you on the second landing above, prepared to fire down. And then up above, you can see Nazi planes flying past and paratrooper squads headed down in your direction. We have a 6-track objective of ascending the Eiffel Tower with a challenge rating of 1. Take it away, Astrid.
All right. So, Astrid, still limping from previous encounters, just this sort of the night shadows over her, just stalking forward as just sort of looming out of the darkness, this red glowing-eyed beast, shadows flaring around them as they sort of limp forward into the midst of the enemy that seemed shocked that anyone is approaching them, let alone this vampire from the darkness. But as she steps just before any of the searchlights can fully reveal her form, there's just a and as the searchlights finally light her up, they can see that she's holding one of those Nazi flamethrowers she picked up from previous encounters.
Fantastic. Excellent. Is the limp at the night gauntlet still clinging to your foot?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So make me a dice pool. I think it sounds like we're going for Terrify here. We're using the flamethrower
as often as we can. Would you consider these paratroopers and all of their equipment designed to, help them, wide bits of cloth that are supposed to catch air? Would you consider them particularly flammable?
I think I might, actually, especially if you're focusing on the paratroopers coming down. Yeah, that's a way to make your own very specific downward directed rockets.
Yeah, as she just sort of turns the nozzle of the flamethrower up and just starts to spray the air where the paratroopers are descending.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll it up for me.
So that'll be Terrify +4 for a use of the Nazi flamethrower.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, 3 6s.
That's a rough and versus 1 success there.
All right. Well, I will spend a 6 to regenerate that injury.
Great.
With my unholy regeneration, as she just sort of kicks the gauntlet off of her leg.
Amazing.
And then I will spend the 2 remaining 6s, because remember that I am Astrid, to deal 6 damage to the paratrooper squad.
Incredible. Okay, great. So,
and I will take the 1 injury.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll it. I think the gauntlet just sort of like goes flying off the edge and just like middle finger comes up as it flies back. Your spirits are cowed. Maybe the fire. I mean, you can tell me. I was thinking maybe the spirits are not crazy about the fire.
I was about to say, I think the fact that her spirits are normally shadows, they tend to thrive in dark places, and she just lit the sky up with a bunch of blazing paratroopers. So they're probably like retreating into her personal shadow. She doesn't have as much of the regular spirit presence around as she normally does.
Fantastic. And we just see paratroopers now descending at non-parachute assisted speed, just terminal velocity straight into the wreckage of the Pleasure Gardens. Fantastic. Okay. Cosgrave, you are up.
All right. I am going to start clambering up, gonna pull my shotgun off, sort of spin it a little bit, and press it into someone's chest and fire.
Sure.
Pretty simple roll.
Sorry, I got really excited and I rolled early. But
they got nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that. That's nothing.
All right, I get +2 for point blank.
Mm-hmm.
So shooting +2 would be 4. Yes.
Yep.
Hey, I cancel out. Well, actually, you didn't have any successes.
Nope.
So I'll just take that 2 successes. I'm gonna use that to get some blood here. I'm just gonna sort of punch a hole and then drink with the straw.
Great. Okay. Fantastic.
That's my turn.
All right, I love it. Now their attack does go up to 4 because I rolled no successes. But yeah, so you get 2 points of blood, and then we are you all sort of fighting your way up as this is happening? Should I take upward momentum as a given on your turns here?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's probably pretty fair to say.
So let me ask you then, how are you all ascending? May I make the suggestion that maybe that first attack was you all the elevator door pings open and you all burst out onto the first landing, and we're already one level up?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Flint, then you were up. You might not have been in the elevator. You have other ways to get up there. What are you up to?
Flint sees that the chew toys have been knocked out of the sky, walks up to one, grabs it, and flings the burning body into the first floor.
Hell yeah.
Into the armored troops.
Love it. All right. So I think that could be a brawl, a terrify.
Let's go with brawl.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Are you using any equipment or just going in straight brawling?
Straight brawl.
Yeah, heck yeah. All right, 4 to 4. All right. So a crit and 2 successes, and I have 2 on my end. So
and a 1 that cancels out one of yours.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so just 1.
And then another 1 to cancel out.
Great.
That's 6 to activate my special to gain 3 blood.
Great.
And
yeah, good time to restock.
I'll use that other 1 to get blood too.
Fantastic. I love that. Yeah, Flint's just in a feeding frenzy. Excellent. Okay. So yeah, so you Flint comes in, tosses a flaming body into some other bodies, and then just is
throws the body up, and then scrambles up one of the legs and snatch it and just chomps onto a Nazi.
Incredible. All right. Irenya.
Yep. All right. So I think I am not actually ascending. I'm down there because I look over at Flint and say, I think that there is a thing that certain American comic book providers in the future will suggest. Can you give me a fastball special?
Excellent.
And I get chucked up as high as can go, so I can, as I'm going up, take some shots at the infantry troopers to sort of clear the way for everyone else.
Gorgeous.
So it's going to be shoot, elevated,
full on midair shots, right?
Just
sort of
100%.
Her hair gloriously fanning out behind her.
Yep.
Love it.
And Let me see. I have to I don't think I'm going to use those.
This isn't your last sniper
Actually-
rifle shot, right? Or is it?
No. No, I've got two more. So I've been sniping a lot. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to I have two blood. I will what's the challenge on the infantry troops?
The infantry troops have one challenge. Also, the objective has a 1 pointed challenge on it.
Okay. Well, it has to be against a threat, so I will mark
fair.
Hell's Ravenous Fire to ignore challenge on my next action against a threat.
Gorgeous. What does that look like?
So as I'm going up, I think I take aim, murmur something in whatever vague Eastern European language that it is. Like any good movie, it's just, Eastern European.
I feel like the cliche would be to make it Romanian.
It would be, that would be the cliche, but also vague.
It's Slavish.
Yeah, it's Slavish. And it proceeds to sort of, it's like a fairy fire, essentially.
Ooh, nice.
That lights up the enemies, making it easier to hit them, and thus wiping out the challenge.
Excellent.
Big glowing target to say, shoot me here.
Oops, I forgot to roll my, okay, I'll just, 1, 2. So that would be 4 successes.
Nice. Let me...
One of which is a crit.
Nice. Versus 2.
So... 2, how many would it be to wipe out that damage?
It would take, it would take
all
two.
four.
It would take
Or 2 to wipe out the damage.
Or
so 2 to wipe out the
crit.
damage.
Okay.
And then functionally either way. And I will do 2 damage to the troops.
Excellent. And they're
actually 1 damage to the troops and 1 to ascend one to the objective.
There's
a challenge on the objective, so never mind. So 2 damage to the troops.
All right, great.
I'm getting this figured out.
No, you're doing great. All right. So excellent. So they are you managed to completely avoid all of the incoming fire as you are just chucked. I think they don't even see you coming.
Right.
As you are chucked up, and you have now landed up on the second tier, or this is you landing on the first tier with everybody else?
This is me landing on the first tier.
Great.
And unless I get thrown to the second, I don't know if Flint can throw that far. Actually, I feel like I get thrown up, and then I'm not on the second tier. I'm hanging off. I'm hanging off by my legs, like Widowmaker style.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Absolutely. That kicks ass. Okay. Fantastic. Nicole.
Sorry, muted. Where is Flint?
Crawling up the side of the Eiffel Tower.
How far up is he? Because she wants to jump on Flint's back.
You can jump on him when he starts to climb.
Okay. Yeah. Then she is gonna bum a ride off him.
Excellent. And what are you doing as you are bumming a ride?
How many are there on the tower?
I mean, there's a bunch of armored infantry.
Yeah.
You got a whole squad.
And keep in mind, these threats will reinforce themselves. You specifically, as Nicole, have ways potentially to reduce the challenge on an objective if you get some specials, I believe. Yeah. So if you get a special and use an explosive, you can reduce an objective or a threat's challenge by 1. So you might be trying to blow out parts of it, or you might be doing something entirely else, but You might be riding
So-
on flint and planting charges as you go up.
I would like to do rat swarm,
Hell yeah. Okay.
but I would also like to throw firebomb
Yes, you can absolutely do those.
because flaming rats, or two separate areas, but either or.
It can. I mean, which one is cooler, and which one do you want to
Flaming
do?
rats.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, I love this. So,
I should point out that the rats bonus is just double plus for filth. I don't know. Do the Nazis qualify as filth?
I mean, yeah, I think so. At this point, yeah, for sure.
If nothing else, there's a good number of Nazi bodies piled up now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's right. Maybe they just flaming rats can burst out of the corpses.
There we go.
I think that qualifies as filth.
I mean, also, keep in mind the pleasure gardens down below are pretty nasty at this point. So yeah, I think there's filth around. Maybe they come pouring out of the bathrooms on the Eiffel Tower too. I mean, there's lots of ways you can justify this. So that's going to be +3 from that. You're also using a firebomb, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll be spending 1 blood to activate the rat swarm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is this your last firebomb?
It is my last firebomb.
So that's +4 from that.
Okay.
Firebombs and being stuck on a tower with flaming rats, I think would count as a fire trap. Do you think this is Terrify?
Absolutely. I would
Okay.
say terrify.
Yeah.
Terrify +7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 10 dice.
So, okay, 10 dice. Okay.
Christ.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
you've already used your flashback for this session, but you still have enough to do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a complete failure.
So you still can do the special and get rid of the challenge on the objective if you want.
Yes.
And if you get rid of the challenge on the objective, you can then use the 1 remaining to put a mark on ascending the tower.
Yeah. I'll do that. Get rid
Okay.
of challenge on it. Yeah.
You'll take an injury, but I think this will be your
It's,
first injury you've ever taken. So
Yeah, I will be fine. I've been doing great so far.
All right, good deal. So go as the flaming rats go through and start to chew through supports and fly. Shall we say they're like flushing out the Nazis from cover, getting rid of the essentially their ways to hide and slow your advance. I've taken 1 off of that. Remove the challenge. Go ahead and roll. Either you can roll down under tools and hit the action for your injury, or you can just roll a d6.
Sorry, I'm trying to find that. Where's tools?
For me, it's on the lower right-hand corner. I don't know if it shows up at the same spot for you all.
it is not.
Okay.
Click on your character's icon, and
Yeah.
then scroll down until you reach the equipment portion.
I did, and I didn't. Oh, wait, injuries. Is that what I'm looking for?
Yes, that is it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yes. Also, if you're looking to roll your injuries, go to your actions. On the
Okay.
outside of your character sheet, on the left side where the stats are, there's a tab called Actions.
Wait,
I can also just hit it on my end.
okay. I see it. No, I see it now. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Dazed. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Can't trigger specials. Yeah, okay.
But you don't have 2 there. You're just dazed. You don't have a negative effect yet.
It's not
You
until
don't-
you take the second wound in that same category
Right.
that it
so
has
that's
the effect.
all right. So Astrid,
Isn't Cosgrove next? Cosgrave?
no,
No, it's
Nicole,
Astrid, then
Astrid,
Cosgrave,
and then
and then
Cosgrave.
I thought Cosgrave was before me.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. Might have gotten turned around at some point. Go ahead.
All right. Whatever. All right. So, yes.
Actually, Cosgrave, you've had a chance to go on the tower, right?
No, not yet.
I was gonna say,
Okay. Then yeah. I don't know. I that's on me then. I'm
Okay.
going off this order, but maybe it swapped on me. So
I was about to
Cosgrave,
say, I was
please-
pretty
please
certain it
go.
was It was Irina, Nicole,
Okay.
Cosgrave, me.
All right.
Yeah.
Cosgrave is going to smile and wave at our companions on the outside of the tower. You're going to clearly see a small grenade that he has pickpocketed off of you, Nicole, while you were rescuing him.
Oh my god, amazing.
They will have words later.
And he's going to whisper a spell into it. I am going to spend a blood to curse a Nazi with an arm's reach to explode when they die. That's
Yay.
mechanically, like, in the fiction. This is why.
Incredible. All right, I love that.
Death burst.
Yeah.
+2 for enclosed spaces as well.
Yeah, so that's a total of 3 there for sure.
Yep. And I think I would like to use my enormous knife to just sort of stab a Nazi, bring the blade down and shove the grenade in. And
Great.
then just sort of shove him forward into companions.
Excellent. I love that.
Shove an exploding Nazi into a crowd of other Nazis.
Yeah. So
is this, can you tell me a reason why this Nazi didn't see you coming?
you know what? It's
The flaming
the
rats.
back is
Yeah.
why.
Because
Didn't do it
the
in
back.
front. Yeah,
Yep.
I did it from the back.
Yeah.
He's too busy looking at Astrid with the flamethrower.
Yeah. Or the flaming rats everywhere. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so
Yeah.
2 from that, 3 from the death burst. So that's 5 plus sneak. If
Yeah, sneak.
so 8 total.
8. Okay. Beautiful. 9 successes.
Incredible. Versus
All
mine
right.
6.
I can't cancel any of those out with ones. But I already have an injury. And I just used up a blood. So let's negate 2 of those, and then with
7 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7. If I'm getting rid of the ascend the Eiffel Tower, it's
Yeah. It's
the-
5.
the 5. Okay. Yeah,
There's no more challenge there. And then you have 2 left over to grab some
Yeah.
blood if you want.
Yeah, I'll use 2 to get more blood.
Amazing. All right. So tell us how this pilfered grenade clears the way to get us up the rest of the way.
There's just a very effective explosion, because Nicole's explosions are always good. And the pinballs and the room is cleared.
Excellent. All right. Yep. So
Just armored Nazis flying in all directions away from the explosion, just clearing the path.
amazing. All right. And you all did it in one solid flow through, so there's no reinforcements. And you all managed to hit the last elevator, and it takes you all the way up to the last floor, the highest floor, and you are at the Zeppelin dock. You can see the doors there open and waiting.
On the way up, I just
Yes.
look over at Nicole. Is he used your grenade? Does that mean that you are now engaged? Because that feels like the equivalent of an engagement for you.
Means I cannot get this accent, and I'm just gonna butcher
It's
it.
fine.
It
How
means
dare you with my incredible accent that you just heard?
flawless. It means I am going to throw him from a zeppelin.
Oh, but you were saving me, and I oh wait, no, that's not what I'm gonna say. But it was right within reach.
I cannot speak. We will have words later.
Excellent. It's the date.
And then at this point, ding, the elevator reaches the top and it opens it, and you can see the absolutely ridiculous repurposed dirigible that the Führer has traveled here in. You can see as the doors slide open, you look inside and you can see carved woods, marble countertops, gold details and accents. Sumptuous, ostentatious, absolutely overblown. The kind of place that only an absolute asshole of a world leader would use this much gold in. Somewhere within, you can hear the crackle of a radio broadcast starting up. Citizens of the Reich, in just a few moments, the Führer will present to you a broadcast across all of Europe. Words from your beloved leader as he reveals the most fantastic of his war engine, one that will defeat even the most fearsome, profane troops that the hated allies have brought to bear. Tune in and don't touch that dial! Deutschland über alles begins to play, crackling and scratchy over the speakers within. And all that stands between you all and Hitler's broadcast suite is the Zeppelin and the Vampirjäger cadre that lurks within. That's right. You all have been briefed on this by Commander Slate back before the drop. You know that Hitler has assembled Jaeger. So the Vampirjäger cadre, Hitler has assembled a crack team of 5 of the most famous vampire hunters from across the world: Abraham, Kolchak, Holtz, Callahan, and Belmont. Go fuck him up, team. Astrid, kick us off.
There we go.
As Astrid steps out into this ridiculously upholstered Zeppelin with 6 vampire hunters, all equipped for hunting vampires. Unfortunately,
except one blonde asshole just has a whip for some reason.
Unfortunately, they're doing it in the middle of the most gaudy and, I would say, very flammable rooms. This place is entirely upholstered in dead wood, you said?
Yeah. Fancy woods, but yeah.
So it's lacquered, and lacquers tend to be flammable.
Yep.
Yes.
As Astrid just kind of steps forward, just holding the canister of the flamethrower, and just sort of looks at the group of vampire hunters, grins this smile that goes a little too wide as her eyes flare red, and she just sort of spins the canister and hurls it into the middle of the vampire Jaegers, and then just hip checks the machine gun and fires into the fuel canister as it lands between them.
Fantastic. All right, go ahead. One of them turns as you all come in and sort of sweeps his hair back out of his face and goes, "What is a vampire? A miserable pile of shit!" And then,
so I would like to use my machine gun and the last use of that flamethrower. I believe enemies are in cover, and this is very flammable.
Yep.
So that's going to be the flamethrower is +4. Machine gun is +2. So that's +6. Would you call this shoot or terrify?
I will leave that up to you.
If you leave it up to me, it's going to be terrify.
That's fair.
Hell yes.
Nice. So that is 4, except it's actually 5, because the fun thing about the Vampirjägers is that they can crit too.
Awesome. Well, let me see here. I'm going to 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to think. Oh, no, wait. I will spend a 6 on reducing their successes by 3.
Great.
And I will spend... And I will spend the remainder on inflicting 7 damage to the Vampire Jaeger cadre.
Hell yeah. All right. Fantastic. So there is a flurry of stakes and crossbow bolts launched, holy water thrown in your direction, most of which is dodged. And then you are exploding the canister, I would assume?
Yes, using the... Oh, wait, no, there should be an extra dice in there, because that's the last use of that flamethrower.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a 4. I will put the last bit of damage to wipe out the Vampire Jaeger cadre.
So they are all like halfway into their introductory spiels about why they have a tragic backstory and how they have so much hatred, and then they just all get fucking flambéed.
And I get my sigils marred.
Amazing. Okay. But yeah. Okay, fantastic. Well, they don't get to reinforce, so that's pretty much it for this encounter. All right, fantastic. So I assume, unless there's anything that y'all are doing right here, you're just surging forward into the broadcast suite.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
All right, great.
My idea is yeah, never mind.
No,
I'll
go ahead.
No, I'll see if it fits later.
Okay. All right. So, you all push your way through the ostentatious interior of the Zeppelin, moving in towards the broadcast suite. And you can see here there is an elaborate set that has been placed here. At full propaganda mode. Flags everywhere, banners draping from all the walls, iron and basalt lectern atop a staircase, and behind what would seem to be bulletproof glass, you can see the diminutive form of Hitler peering out. But between you all and that display, there is, in direct contravention to all safety protocols, a roaring fire pit, and off to the side, connected to pipes and tubes sticking out of it, howling, eyes glowing. You all can see Hitler's secret weapon, the Wehrhund, an immense humanoid dog man, rearing back up and howling as you all come in. Spikes grafted into it, signs of flesh work and grim alchemy poured into this thing. Its pointed nose, Doberman-like, turns in your direction, standing 9 feet tall.
It's a Nazi fucking werewolf.
And it launches towards you all.
Bad dog.
What did you say?
Bad dog.
All right. So, Flint, you're going to kick us off.
Yeah.
So Flint's not in the Zeppelin.
Oh, God. Okay.
Just a Batman. A bat flies in from the outside.
Flint! Steel gouging claws.
Okay. Yep.
It's going to tear through the side of the Zeppelin. But to get to the side of the Zeppelin, he's going to hook the grappling hook around the Eiffel Tower and slingshot himself.
Oh my God. Amazing. I love that. Okay.
Wings flies out and slingshots around to punch in through the side.
You're like,
fantastic.
Hitler's like, I have a werewolf. And we're like, we have a Flint.
We have a Flint.
Yeah.
How, like you said, there's a whole bunch of pipes and tubing and all that?
Yeah. If you look at the art, you can see it has basically like sort of Bane-esque chemical infusers into its back that are just pumping it full of like
Werewolf juice.
Concentrated Doberman Pinscher juice and wolfsbane and all sorts of things to get this thing big and riled up and nasty.
So between that and the wall, would you consider that there's dense cover?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, this broadcast suite is so filled with like propaganda and set dressing bullshit that yeah, absolutely. I think also launching in from outside the goddamn Zeppelin certainly would count as cover.
Yeah.
So since heartbeat, I'm going to be accurate, and I'm going to tell exactly where he is when I come through this wall.
Okay, yeah. I will tell you this. It's pretty easy because there are there are 4 of your compatriots in there whose hearts aren't beating.
And then there's one giant wolf heart that is beating.
there's one giant wolf heart just like and then there's one fucking asshole off to the side that's just like
he's got too much amphetamines. His heart is going at a mile a minute.
So, spend a
Dude's
blood,
fucking
sense
tweaking.
heartbeat. Spend a blood, sense heartbeat, +1 for dense cover.
Oh my god.
Spend
Okay.
a blood, wings,
Yeah.
aerial combat,
Yup.
steel gouging claws, +1, ambush, +1, grappling hook, +1, and I'm swinging more than 3 stories, so +2.
Okay. And all
On
of
to
those
brawl.
things and a brawl. So keep in mind all of those things give you 1 just from using them. Plus those additional bonuses.
So yeah,
So
yeah.
A plus
1,
9?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes.
so
Plus
9
brawl plus 9.
yeah, so that's going to be 13 dice.
Fuck him up.
Yeah.
Fuck him up.
I'm Batman. All right. Woo! All right.
I have 4 wands to counter 4 of those dice.
Yes.
Amazing.
Bone armor.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is the
Jesus
challenge
Christ.
1 star for? What's the
So the challenge on this guy cannot be reduced by any means.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a werewolf, or a werehund, so he regenerates.
So I can't screech to reduce this challenge.
Yes, correct. Unfortunately.
1, 2.
What about Irina's ability that doesn't reduce challenge, but specifically
Just
just
ignores
ignores it?
That's a good question. I think if that comes up, I'm all in favor, especially in this game, for ruling on behalf of you guys. So I think that's it. It doesn't cancel it. It just ignores it. So you're not reducing it. You're not lowering it. You're just ignoring it. So I don't think it would apply.
Nice.
So you still get to use that one here.
So let's see. 1 to counter its last attack. 1 to get over challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Hell yeah. Okay. Fantastic. All right.
As Flint burst in through the side of the Zeppelin.
As
Right.
you
Into the
get
monster.
constant
Into the
reinforcement of why Astrid and Flint are very good friends, because they both have very similar style and how they like to approach things.
So Hitler, who is in the process of narrating this broadcast signal going out to Europe in German, just sort of cuts off as Flint bursts through the wall with his Scheiße. So you complete it. It doesn't even get it off an attack on you because you come in sideways. Tell us how this looks.
Just slams the wall, dent bulges and bursts, tearing through piping as Flint's claws are the first things that emerge from the darkness and just scratch like the front and back of the neck. Just
Amazing.
rake
So,
down.
several inch deep furrows of claws digging through werewolf flesh.
There is a whimper, a growl immediately reduced to a whimper as it turns and looks at you and starting to snap around at you, but it can't even reach you because you're on its back. Amazing. Irena, you're next.
All right. Well, I mean, there is I have I have 1 blood left,
Oh God.
and I
Okay.
can spend a blood to ignore challenge on my next on a threat, as
Yep.
we just discussed.
Yep.
See, I'm gonna take a shot at him.
All right.
I don't think I can get elevated here or anything like that.
No, I don't think so. But
Fine, I'll just take my +1.
Right.
Not bad.
I'll take 4 successes.
yeah, not bad at all. 2 back to you. I will point out, and it may very well be a moot point. But I will point out, because this thing has rending claws, anytime you take any damage, you mark the full track, not just one.
Ooh.
Okay,
it doesn't.
fair enough.
It doesn't down you, but it does mark 2 and not 1. But I have a feeling that may not be an issue.
Yeah, I feel like. Well, if I take 1 to get rid of 1, then there's 3 left. I would still take a wound, or 2 wounds.
Yeah.
But I would do 3 damage.
And it's got 3 health left.
Yep. Absolutely.
So yeah, that's what I will do. I will gladly get a little fucked up, especially if it's not going to down me. To slowly take aim while it is dealing with Flint, and put I pause just purely for narrative. Take out a silver bullet, put it in the chamber, take aim, and shoot right through its left eye.
Fantastic. I mean, and that takes this thing down, which is the last thing between you all and Hitler. So,
Yep.
Jeremy, would you like to describe how this the rest of this plays out?
No, I have works just so somebody else can describe how this plays out. Who's next?
That after you would be Nicole. So, Holly, would you care to describe how the last of this plays out?
On
The chowing
what?
down.
Yeah. Well, I will. So the chowing down on the werehunds.
Yes.
Okay, but Nicole's not chowing down on them right now. This is
Okay. What is Nicole
you
doing?
guys, this is gonna sound so bad. But no, she doesn't have a full plan on this. Nicole
Okay.
would like to find where the hydrogen tank is on the Zeppelin.
Sure. Absolutely.
That would be the entire balloon.
Yeah. So you sort of. I think
Where's
we.
the
It's
The answer is up.
It's just it is the rigid balloon
Yes.
above it. Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe we kind of
Awesome.
look around and Nicole is just not there.
Yeah, Nicole's gone.
Okay. Amazing. I love that. Cosgrave, how about you? Do you want to describe how this goes down?
Yeah. I think just sort of pulling out tubes out of the back of this thing, and slowly sort of liquid kind of spraying everywhere. I think not trying to be not messy about this.
No, not at all.
Yeah. And is going to try and wrench one of those, because I imagine they're like glass tubes at this point.
Yeah.
Is going to grab one of those once it completely drains out and empties, and then sort of points it toward Hitler.
Fantastic. So you grab it and turn towards
standing on the werehund's body.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you turn and point it towards the throne and broadcast podium, Hitler is gone. And you can hear frantic and footfalls falling off down a passageway in the back, running off into the bowels of the Zeppelin.
Astrid immediately takes off on all fours, just moving at a wolf-like sprint.
Yep.
Okay. Is everybody other than Nicole? Is everybody else pursuing? Or
no,
Flint?
I'm gonna let them have fun, and as the financer, I'm going to casually look through here and get all of the relevant intel.
Amazing.
Mm.
Okay.
Flint's gonna go back out the hole,
Okay.
spend a blood on Sin's heartbeat, and preempt where he's going.
Ooh.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. I love that.
You got Astrid coming from behind and Flint coming from where he's trying to get to.
Incredible. All right. I love that. So, Irena, as you are sort of going around, I would imagine sort of like idly licking some of the blood. You get from the dying werehund. At this point, its regeneration just means that this is basically a like refilling blood buffet. It's not coming back to life, but there's quite a bit here to sup on. So as you are taking stock of the resources, collecting things, the notes that you're getting off of the werehund's blood, it's obviously heavy on sweat and cheap leather, with a hearty meat on the back end.
Nice.
And then so we cut back. Nicole, if you're okay, I think it might be most appropriate if we bounce back to you last.
Yes,
okay.
I was going to ask if you could.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So, in the meantime, Flint is narrowing in. Astrid is pounding down the corridor. Cosgrave, are you staying around with Rena, or are you following? Are you following Astrid?
Following Astrid.
Or are you trying to find Nicole?
I might be trying to find Nicole, actually.
I love
probably
that.
accurate.
Okay.
I think before I do that, though, I would like to sort of curse a little bit and then send like some ghosts out to slow Hitler down as he's running away, if I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I was gonna use Phantasmagoria.
Absolutely.
Spend a blood to
you at this point, we are past essentially the last boss. You don't need to mark stuff. You can just narratively do stuff. So you send your ghosts out.
Yeah.
They join, I think, the spirit throng bound
around
to Astrid. Yeah, absolutely. So as you all track Hitler down, Flint, you've locked in on where Hitler is. Comes to the end of a maintenance crawl space and is desperately trying to get a door to the outside open, and can't seem to get it.
That door will be open in a second.
His hands are sweaty and slipping.
Like he goes to pull it, and he hears like metal creak, and it starts to part, and then he sees the claws sinking between the gap.
Amazing.
As it opens to Flint's face.
So he just sort of looks down for a moment, turns back and looks at Astrid surrounded by this spectral army, turns back and looks at the claws sinking in, opens his mouth as if to make some defiant last speech, and then there's just sort of and he noisily and voluminously both shits and wets his pants. How do you all kill Hitler?
I think Astrid and Flint just kind of dogpile on this pitiful excuse for a man.
Fantastic.
Go Shadows.
Hitler's Shadows, claws, fangs, teeth, just ripping and tearing into what is left of this pitiful man.
Notably, Flint rips the head off and keeps it held out of the way.
Amazing.
So the head remains intact.
Great.
Nice.
Love that. Hitler's blood tastes like amphetamines and cowardice.
That makes sense. By the way, of note, I am for future plot thread that will probably not get resolved on. I am specifically looking for information on Leni Riefenstahl.
Ooh, excellent. Okay.
Because fuck that bitch.
Yeah, for sure. So I think maybe out of our last, we see Flint and Astrid tearing Hitler apart, holding up Flint holding up the skull. We see Irena sorting through various papers and things like that, and I think you come up with a sheet of paper, classified, top secret, stamped on it, with Reifenstahl's name on it, and sort of pull it up I imagine we get like a perfectly manicured eyebrow raise.
Mm-hmm.
This sort of shot of anything that you say upon finding this.
Nothing that is not inaccurate. How could I have known? Eat my ass. Like.
I was just thinking.
I don't think no, because anything I'm going to say is going to sound like a pun, and you know me.
Oh,
not even for the sake of a good final line.
Okay, fair. I'm not. Because I love you and because you have just defeated the Reich and Hitler. I'm not going to impose one on you.
Fair.
But so. Then we hop back to Nicole with potentially Cosgrave catching up at a narratively convenient moment. And I will leave it to you two to see us out.
Nicole is holding a match.
Amazing.
Does Cosgrave catch up to her before she throws it?
I'm gonna make a roll to see.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. This feels like a search. Search is a roll, actually.
Are you, Nicole? Are you like up on the top of the underslug ship part of the Zeppelin underneath? So you're okay, fantastic. Wind whipping past you.
Yep.
I don't have anything that would help with this.
Cosgrave, what's your search value?
2.
Nice. Oh no.
No. He does not.
So I think maybe just Cosgrave gets to the top.
Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
Flashback.
Oh,
yes!
The last flashback of the game.
Yes.
All right. Phenomenal. All right. Roll me 2d6.
All right. Just going to click the same button.
I will
6
also...
and a 1.
So by the numbers, this would be sabotaging a field gun with improvised explosives, which sounds very Nicole, but up to you. And then you saved insert character from certain death. What nearly killed them?
Oh, this is too perfect.
This is pretty fucking great.
We were on some lines, and Astrid had found a beautiful, wonderful, or not Astrid, Nicole had found a beautiful, wonderful, shiny, gorgeous, wonderful gun that she was very excited about. And unfortunately, it had been sabotaged, which we had split up into 2 groups to do this mission. And I think Arinya and Cosgrave had gone to do like the infiltration, like information gathering side of things, and we had found out that was sabotaged. This was like a experimental weapon, and in the nick of time rushed up and was like, no, stop, don't.
Amazing.
Right as you were about to fire.
So this yeah,
I'm gonna make another roll to see.
Yeah, with 4 this
4?
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we flash back to this one time that you stopped Nicole from blowing herself up.
Yeah.
Holy
which
shit.
is why she's so annoyed with you.
Yeah.
Ever since.
So you find Nicole before she manages.
No,
so I'm gonna leave.
wait,
I'm gonna leave it to you two.
Stop. I'm on the far side of, like, I imagine, like, a long, like, you know, like, very Star Warsy, like, long
catwalk.
Without enough safety railings.
Harrison Ford previously got stabbed and fell off this thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
We are above Paris, which is Paris is burning. You know, thanks to you all. Yeah. All right.
No, wait, stop.
Sorry, my accent. Don't you want to go down in a blaze of glory?
I mean, yes, but there are more Nazis out in the world that need biting.
She will think for a moment.
Look, I'm sorry about the grenade.
Are you though?
In this moment, yes.
This is
He's
nothing
rather
to
concerned
do-
about the fire situation here. He doesn't want to die.
This has nothing to do with you. I thought it would be the most effective way to kill the Nazis.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I heard a lot of sounds happening. I don't think he's still drawing breath.
Question.
Lorena was shuffling through some papers and shit.
They're up in the air, right? Are they
Yeah.
near anything, or is it just?
What would
air?
What would you like to be near?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because, like, they went up the Eiffel Tower. I wasn't sure if they were near any monuments or anything. That
I mean, so the Zeppelin is tied to the Eiffel Tower. It is
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's still.
It doesn't have to be in this moment. If it's narratively more interesting, we can say that unbeknownst to everyone else, Nicole cut the moorings as you all boarded.
Or whatever.
No. No, I would like it to still be attached to the Eiffel.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It
No.
has not moved.
So what she's gonna do is she's gonna grab Cosgrave,
Oh,
throw the match, and jump.
Fantastic.
which leaves Astrid and Flint, who can sort of fly down together, and then Irina to figure out her own self.
I will remind you all, when we started and we first jumped out of the coffins, I narratively, therefore it is canon, had shadows that helped me leap into the air. I'm assuming those shadows can help me get to the ground.
Probably.
I may I make the suggestion that we see in this moment, and anybody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we see Nicole wrap an arm around Cosgrave, leap and throw the match. We see Astrid and Flint, both by a ripped open passage, hear the explosion, and Flint immediately takes flight, still holding Hitler's head in one hand, and Astrid. Maybe Astrid grabbing on, maybe Astrid in this moment manifesting more of her bestial nature and sprouting wings herself. And
I think Astrid, like, these black shadowy wings just kind of emerge as she sort of like takes a wide-armed stance and sort of like dives down as these sort of not strong enough to really propel her in flight, but definitely enough to let her glide. These sort of black shadow wings trail behind her.
Amazing. And so we see these things sort of going, drifting out. We see these two pairs of our Fang operatives drifting off in different directions.
Which leaves Irina and Chuck.
Yeah. So, and then the camera sort of fades out, and I think sort of not fades out, but pans back out, and we see downstairs in the pleasure gardens, one of the improvised latrines / bathrooms kicks open, and Chuck rushes out just like he did in the first scene, pulling up his jeans and his chaps, going, oh shit, what I meant, oh fuck, as he looks up, toilet paper stuck to his boot, and then the camera pans out farther to a small little rooftop cafe, abandoned in all of the havoc, but a fine bottle of something red on a table, and then we see sort of shadows coalesce, and a hand reaches out, and a glass is poured, and we see Irena sitting in comfort, a dossier clutched in one hand, and raising another glass to toast the explosion in the background.
That was exactly what I was going to suggest anyway. So
yes.
So Flint flies out of the Zeppelin. He perches atop the Eiffel Tower, lifts Hitler's head, and in a Swiss German, like Shakespearean.
Yes. Okay.
In a Swiss German accent, booming voice. Jeder Nazi ist ein Hurensohn. As his voice booms across Paris as the Zeppelin burns.
Incredible.
10 out of 10, no notes.
Amazing. Well, thank you to my amazing players. Thank you to all of you who have watched. This has been Final Show Films' Eat the Reich. Thank you very much. Go eat or punch some Nazis of your own, and we will catch you in the future in other lands and in other eventualities. But thanks very much. Take care. You all take care of yourselves. Have a good night. Say good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.